one wide circle. I'm here to show you how to create an improvised water filter. How many of you enjoy going camping or backpacking? That's good. What are some important things you need while you're out in the wilderness?
Water.
Food, shelter. How about water? Water is one of the most important basic needs. Without it, you will die after a couple of days. Imagine for a second that you are deep woods camping with some friends. You are very thirsty after a full day of hiking and your canteens are empty. You go down to the stream to purify some water when you realize that you left your water purifier at home. What can you do? One of the things you definitely shouldn't do is drink directly out of the stream. Drinking untreated water can be very hazardous to your health. Untreated water can contain parasites. Fortunately, they're larger and easier to filter out. They're the most common waterborne pathogen. There's also bacteria. Bacteria are medium-sized. They're still pretty easy to filter out. And then there are viruses. Viruses are the smallest and the hardest to filter out, but fortunately, they're very rare in the United States. Common waterborne illnesses in the United States include Giardia, which is a parasite, and leptospirosis, which is a bacteria. Even with proper medical care, any of these diseases can incapacitate you for several days or even weeks. In the wilderness, they can be deadly. They often affect the GI tract and cause nasty results. This information is from the article Backcountry Water, What are the Risks? What are some ways you can obtain safe drinking water? One of the best ways to obtain safe drinking water is to construct a filter. Building filters remove diseases and impurities such as sediment and pollutants from the water. The following slides are a step-by-step guide on how to build such a filter with information taken from the Practical Primitive website's Skill of the Month. Step 1. Step 1. Find some sort of container to use as the body of the filter. In this example, we're going to use an empty 2-liter, but anything will work so long as it can hold water. Also, keep in mind that larger containers used as filters will allow you to filter more water more quickly, but they also require more resources to build. Step 2. Modify the container so that you can pour water in one end and the water will flow out the other end. Make sure the exit holes hold back the water flow to some degree. You can cut open the top. You can cut open the bottom and poke holes in the top, or vice versa. Step 3. Find or cut a piece of cloth large enough to cover the area where water exits the filter. Place it in the bottom of the filter, and make sure it will not fall out. Step 4. Collect enough charcoal to fill the container about halfway full. The best way to obtain fresh charcoal is to build a fire, let it cool, and then collect the charred remains. Step 5. Crush the charcoal until it is a mixture of small pieces and powder. Step 6. Firmly pack the charcoal into your container, making sure it's on top of the cloth. Step 7. Gather some sand to put on top of the charcoal, and then gather some small rocks to place on top of the sand. This will prevent the charcoal from being displaced whenever you pour water into the filter. So you have it done, or do you? Your filter is now complete. However, there are a few more steps you must take to make sure your filter is effective. Extra step 1. Pour water through your newly created filter. Unfortunately, it's likely to come out discolored due to the charcoal and probably not safe to drink yet. Extra step 2. Pour water through your filter again. If it is still not completely clear, continue pouring your water through until it is. And then if you feel it is necessary, such as if you're in a third world country where really nasty diseases such as cholera and hepatitis are common, boil the water to make sure it's free of diseases. conclusion. Untreated water can contain nasty pathogens that can make you very sick. Don't drink untreated water. One effective way to treat water is to create a filter to remove the diseases from the water. Make sure your filter is working properly before you drink the water. And the references were backcountry water risks and primitive skill of farming.